Hello, my name is Andy and welcome to your virtual Cultivation Kitchen course. I would like to give a special thank you to Walpole Media for helping us safely record 6 feet apart today in the studio, which is why I'm not wearing my mask. Today we will be discussing what your plate should look like. One of my favorite parts of my plate is fruit, and today we will be making a fun recipe that makes eating fruit more fun. When you think of your plate at breakfast, lunch, or dinner, what are the different foods you see on your plate? At breakfast, you might see cereal, milk, juice, or eggs. At lunch, you might see pizza, a salad, and fruit. And at dinner, you might see pasta and vegetables. When you eat different meals, it's important to incorporate a variety of different food groups. You can do this by referencing My Plate guidelines, which show us that we should have fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy with our meals. Fruit should be half of your plate, and the best forms are fresh, frozen, canned, or dried fruits. Today, we'll be making a fun snack, which is a fun way to incorporate fruit into your day, but remember that you should aim to have fresh fruits as they have the most nutritional benefits. So everybody should have their ingredients out in front of them for this recipe. These ingredients are apples, 2 of them, any type, cinnamon, sugar, and salt. Now before we start, everybody be sure to wash your hands with soap and water. And everybody also preheat your ovens to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you have not already, please wash your apples. So first we're going to take one of our apples and carefully with a knife, you may need help with this, we're going to slice our apples approximately 1/4 of an inch thick, making sure they are nice and thin, similar to the size of a chip. And we're going to do this for both of our apples. So we can do this by slicing in half first. So once you're done slicing your apples, we're going to measure out 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and a pinch of salt into our medium-sized bowl. So first with our cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon. Let's go right into our bowl. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar. You can just scoop this right into the bag. And then a pinch of salt. So you can just pour this right into your hand and just put in a pinch of salt. So now just with this regular spoon, you can mix this up so that you have a nice consistent mixture of cinnamon, salt, and sugar. And your mixture should look something like this. So now, once you're done with that mixture, you're going to spray your 2 baking sheets once they are aligned with tin foil. And you're going to take your apple slices and coat them in this mixture and line the baking sheets with your apple slices. And make sure that they're not touching or overlapping and that there's plenty of space between each one. They can be facing anyway, but just make sure that they're not touching or overlapping so that they have plenty of space. All right, so now your 2 baking sheets should be lined with your apples and coated with your mixture of cinnamon, salt, and sugar. So once your slices are all laid out, you can place these in the oven for 1 hour until your slices are golden brown and very thin. You'll want to set a timer for 30 minutes to rotate the pan halfway through. So if you put them in like this, at 30 minutes you'll want to change them so that they're like this. So once time is up, you'll let them cool for 5 minutes and share your tasty snack of fruit. Remember that the apple chips we made today are meant to serve as a fun way to incorporate fruit and should not make up the half serving of fruit on your plate. There are many fun things about incorporating fresh fruit on your plate. Fruits are an essential source of vitamins and minerals. They are high in fiber, which helps to keep our digestive systems clean. Eating fruit helps to keep our hearts healthy and fight off diseases. We need between 1 to 2 cups of fruit each day, and different fruits can count as different amounts of servings. If you click on the link, we can see how many of which types of fruit count as 1 cup. I hope you all enjoyed your apple chips as a fun way to eat fruit. And remember to try to imagine your plate as sections and try your best to eat each category of food to grow and be the healthiest versions of yourself as you can. And I hope your apple chips come out looking something like this and you enjoy them. And thank you for another great week of Cultivation Kitchen.